What's in the secret hi-fi case? I don't know. So sit down. Maybe with your limited edition Metallica Yeti thermos mug that you got from the VIP package and you paid way too much for. And let's talk about what's in the case. By the way, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. We're actually doing a huge giveaway. I'm giving away thousands of dollars of hi-fi equipment, including these headphones, speakers from SVS, speakers from Wharfdale, turntables from U-Turn, DACs from Gishelli Labs, streamers from Weem and Cambridge Audio, headphone amplifiers from Cambridge Audio. We are giving away a ton of stuff. The only thing you have to do is subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at JeepAudioMan, and click on this form right here and fill it out. The form link will also be in the description of this video. The quicker we get to 200,000 subscribers, the quicker all the giveaways happen. And even if you're subscribed, you can still fill out the form and enter into the giveaway. So thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. So this is the Zeus Elite from Harmonicdyne. I've done a few reviews of Harmonicdyne headphones, and actually they've all been pretty awesome. The only complaint I've had is sometimes about the build quality. I just don't feel the build quality actually matches how good they sound. These are better. So it comes in this cool case, okay? So you pull that off and it's an actual display case for the headphones. It's different, right? And this is like a James Bond style case. I know this is probably hard to tell, but the headphones go right in this area. And it comes with a box labeled accessories. Comes with an XLR balanced cable, then a balanced 4.4 Pentagon. I always get it wrong. It's the 4.4 millimeter balanced cable. However, I did not use either of those. I just ran these single-ended because ear cups come with 3.5 millimeter connections. I have a whole bunch of 3.5 millimeter to 3.5 millimeter cables. That's what I use. So keep in mind, if you buy the Harmonicdyne Zeus Elite, you actually may need to buy your own single-ended cable. Because when you look at the package contents, it does not come with a single-ended cable. Let's talk about how they're built. By the way, they come in at $420. The cool thing about this video is when I did all of my evaluation, I had no idea what they cost. I had an idea of what they cost because when stuff comes in a case like that and when it looks like this, I got an idea, but sometimes I'm way off. These could have been $1,000. Luckily they weren't. They were around $400. And I think on some websites they're actually a little bit less. On Amazon though, I think they're $420. So these have predominantly a plastic headband, which is pretty common. I mean, every Harmonicdyne headphone I've had in comes with the same basic design. So you have metal here, everything else is plastic. Nicely padded headband, but there's no hot spot relief. The good thing is that these headphones are light enough that I didn't find them to be uncomfortable at all. The sides here are feel metal, but sometimes you get that really hard plastic and you don't know if it's metal or not. Not that it matters. Plastic ear cup holders. Ear pads are velour and suede in here, and it is perforated. Ear cups look to be made out of wood. Look to me. I don't know if they are or not. There's probably other videos out there that go deeply into the construction of these headphones. They're made well. It's plastic and they're comfy. Plenty of room for my ears. I don't have the biggest ears on the planet, but I don't have the smallest ears either. So I think these are gonna fit most people. That's what they look like on my head. Let's talk about how they sound. These come with a 50 millimeter dynamic driver, so these aren't planar. The good news about that is, well, they're easy to drive. I had these on the Archel 3 Pro from Gishelli Labs. It has tone controls, which is awesome. I didn't really need to use them all that much though. And then feeding the Archel 3 Pro was the J2 from Gishelli Labs. I also used these briefly On some dongle DACs, the RU7 from Can, which is an R2R dongle DAC. As I said, super efficient, super easy to drive. I'm gonna go through a few tracks. Just real quick, overall sonic characteristic of these headphones is kind of a V curve. A little bit of boost on the bass, a little bit, if not a lot of sparkle on top. Not at every frequency though. So if you're into a reference sound signature, these are not the headphones for you. If you're into a fun headphone though, then these may be the headphone for you. Chocolate Chip Trip by Tool. At the 1 minute 55 second mark, there's a crescendo on the toms, percussion. It built very slowly over time, and I could hear it way in the background as it started. Instrument separation is really good, especially in percussion. The 53-second mark of Over the Hills and Far Away by Led Zeppelin. Robert Plant's voice had an organic and in-the-room experience. It was very, again, separated out and a bit forward and rich with detail. It just sounded really good. Is it the best I've ever heard? I don't know, maybe. Seems like when I'm listening to some planar magnetic headphones, it's super detailed and it's super awesome, but it doesn't have the, I don't know, engagement that these headphones have. Really good. The other thing about these headphones, so when I put them on and then I talk, it's not like they are completely open. These are obviously open headphones, but it's not like I'm hearing my voice as it is if I did this. When I put them on, my voice is a little bit muffled and a little bit more baritone-y. So the design of these ear cups are doing something that's adding to my voice. And these are not completely, utterly open. Kind of like if you put on earmuffs. That's a good way to describe it. My voice sounds like I'm putting on earmuffs when I wear these. Whoops. Here we go. This is one of the best audiophile songs I've heard. I Can't Go For That by Hall & Oates. I can't go for that. No, no can do. You may say I'm wrong. However, if you listen to that song, the first minute, there is about 12 different layers that get added in one at a time. And it's amazing. If you haven't heard that song on a really good system or a really good pair of headphones, please do yourself a favor and listen to I Can't Go For That by Hall & Oates. So when that song first starts out at 5 seconds, the bass comes in, and it was pronounced and very dynamic and plucky and thick and nice and did not cover up any type of mid-range clarity. It's boosted, but it doesn't feel overbaked. At 23 seconds, the guitar comes in, and then maybe some type of keyboards. The ability for these headphones to clearly define different instruments is really spectacular when you consider that they do have a boost on the bass and they do have a boost on the treble, maybe in the upper mid-range area. But with that boost, it's really ethereal and airy and really fun. King of Nothing by Metallica. The bass line at the beginning of that song I wrote down is addicting and indulgent, just really fun. And there is a bit of spice in the cymbals. So what are my final thoughts? Final thoughts on the Harmonicdyne Zeus Elite. These are fun. As I said before, if you're after a reference headphone, if you're after something that's mid-forward, if you're after something that is good for mastering, these are not the headphones for you. They do get a little bit spicy in the upper mids with female vocals, with some acoustic guitars, and even male vocals. However, even though they're boosted, I never got fatigue with these headphones. It really walks that line between being a little bit shouty and just fun and detailed and engaging and exciting. At normal listening levels, I don't think you're going to get any fatigue on these. If you push it, if you listen louder and you're sensitive in the upper mid-range area, like I am, around 2K, then I think these headphones can get a little bit fatiguing. However, if you listen like a normal human being that's trying to protect your hearing for the rest of your life, I think you're going to be just fine. I'm really impressed at just how far they take that boost without making it too much. There is some sibilance though, so I think the 4 to 6K range is also boosted a little bit. Alanis Morissette, King of Pain off the MTV Unplugged record, was a little bit and more than usual. It's recorded sibilant though, so don't worry that this thing is just going to put a whole bunch of sibilance in all the recordings. The recordings that have it, you're going to hear it. This headphone is going to sound awesome for rock and roll and for metal. Even the little bit of jazz that I listened to was still fun, but again, you're not going to get that reference jazz sound out of these headphones. The ability for these headphones to add in different layers over time and build to kind of a crescendo style of a presentation, very impressive. I don't think soundstage was like seamless, because on Chocolate Chip Trip basically you have percussion that comes from left to right and then right to left. I kind of felt like it came here and then jumped and then came here. That doesn't really particularly bother me on headphones, because I've never really gotten a great soundstage and imaging experience similar to that of speakers on a headphone. It's just different. There was a lot of separation and placement of instruments in space in different areas. I felt like it was maybe behind me and somewhat in front of me, and then out to kind of the 2 o'clock position and then the 10 o'clock position over here. So they do place things in space well. Having a realistic, real-life presentation similar to speakers, no, but I really haven't heard that on any other headphone anyway. Keep in mind, I knew nothing about the cost of these headphones before I started doing my listening evaluation, and at $420, yeah, I think they're worth it. I think competition-wise, you're looking at the Hifi and Sundara, which have a different sound signature. I think the Harmonicdyne have way punchier bass. Sundaras are probably more linear, more reference style, and they do have some more clarity, but you're going to require a lot more power to get those up and running and exercising, where these don't take nearly as much. I wish they would have came with a single-ended cable. I wish they would have skipped the fancy case and maybe saved you $30, or switched out the fancy case for a fancy single-ended cable, but I like them. I think they're fairly priced. I wish they were built a little bit better as far as materials. I think they're built fine. I just wish they had more metal in them. But that is a criticism of all the Harmonicdyne headphones I've had. And I will say this, the Zeus Elites here are built way better than these. I can't remember which these are. These are the ones that just came out a while ago. Closed back ones. Really impressed. Really enjoy how they sound. Are they like the biggest steal on the planet as far as headphone value? No, I don't think so. But they are a ton of fun, and something that I'm going to listen to a lot until I give them away for the 200,000 subscriber giveaway. So if you want to support the channel, you can sign up for Patreon. Links in the description. You can also use the links in the description to buy these products. Those are affiliate links, which means if you click and you buy, I do get a commission. Doesn't cost you any more. Subscribe to support the channel. You can also buy me a cup of coffee. Down at the bottom of the video, there's a thanks button. Click on it. Put a little money in the tip jar, but don't feel compelled to buy me anything. You can also check out my other channels, The Cheap Watchman. We talk about all things watches. Cheap and luxury. I will link that in the description too. I'll also link one of the videos over there if you want to check that out. So don't binge watch anything on Netflix or Hulu. Binge listen maybe through your new Harmonicdyne Zeus Elite headphones and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the Cheap Audio Man.